Aloha all, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario for the N64. I'm Paper Mario Guy, and in the last episode, we got done explaining a lot of the stuff about Toad Town, and now we're going to talk to this train conductor. He goes, "Oh, thank you, Mario, the train's back on track. All aboard, this train is bound for Mount Rugged." Ah, man, I screwed that up. Butchered. But he's going to offer us a train ride, and we are going to humbly accept. And we are going to be able to enjoy the wonderful scenery that is the train ride to Mount Rugged. So let's enjoy it. The mystery of the dry ruins. So that was a lovely train ride, and it brings us to Mount Rugged, which is the place closest to dry ruins that you can actually embark on. And there's not much for you to do on Mount Rugged. I mean, like at the train station of Mount Rugged. So it's kind of just about going forward and kind of just making your way over the mountains so that you can get to where you need to go. Ah, no, confound it! Where could it be? Oh, sorry, folks. Very sorry. I was looking for something and not watching where I was going. What now? Aren't you Mario? Why, you are. You're the Mario. Hello there. The name's Para. I deliver letters. I'm normally a perfect postman, but I'm having a bit of trouble with a lost letter. Wouldn't you know it, I dropped it on Mount Rugged and now I can't find it. If you happen to stumble upon a letter anywhere around here, please tell me, alright? My job could depend on it. I'll be searching this area thoroughly for a while. And with that, basically, you know, Mario being the great Samaritan that he is, we're going to go help Para carry out and investigate and find some of his missing letters. And on the way, we're going to have to deal with Monty moles and all sorts of different creatures that want to inhibit us from helping out our, you know, soon-to-be good friend and swell postman Para. So come over here, and there's plenty of save blocks, so you should never really have a problem, you know, getting back to where you need to be. And, the first letter that you're gonna want to pick up is right over here, and use Kooper, and you can just, you know, knock it right over into it, and, there you go. Not too hard. Now, this enemy right here is a Cleft, and Clefts are pretty damn annoying, and at all costs, I'm going to see if I can avoid them and, you know, not have to fight them, just because they really are kind of just bastards of an enemy. But if we hop down here, we'll see a Cleft, but we'll also find another letter, and we might as well get that now, because the thing that you need to know about Mount Rugged and Parakarry's little letter side quest is that you can't just, you know, come to him with one letter and expect to, you know, have him, you know, be goody-goody with us and be willing to help us out. We need to, you know, get all of his letters for him, and only then will, you know, we be able to fully, you know, get what we want out of Parakarry, and, you know, that's for him to, you know, help us. You know, it's an affiliate type thing, you know? We help him, we scratch his back, he scratches ours, so we're gonna get something out of this, I can tell you that much. But come over here and slide down this big old slide, and you're gonna just launch yourself all the way over to this new area, and there's gonna be a Cleft that you could fight, that I don't particularly want to fight. But come over to this, and we can see the last letter, I believe, that we can actually get from for Parakarry. And unfortunately, we have to deal with these dumbass Clefts. But luckily, we can use a POW block and hopefully defeat them. I don't know if their HP is 4 or 2. It is 2, thank you. But they have a unnecessarily high defense for this early in the game, and that's Cleft's kind of, special strong suit, is that they have a decent amount of attack, but, beyond that, they just have an insane amount of defense, and most of your normal attacks are not going to be able to actually defeat it. So you're going to need, a character like, say, Bombette to actually help you out with this. So switch to Bombette, and her bomb move is very effective against these nasty Clefts, because it's such a strong move so early. It will, even though the Cleft has such a high defense, it doesn't really mean much when you have, an attack that does 5 HP. So defeat the Monty Mole with normal jumps, and then walk over right up to, the Cleft and bomb right in his face, and that will take him out no problem. And they do drop a decent amount of experience, so if you did want to fight them, that's a great point. And from now on, I will cut out any Monty Mole / Cleft fights, because, we've already faced them, twice. And like I said, I just kind of want to, show them off. I don't want to, spend so much time actually dealing with them. So come over here and go onto this little, slide, and this will ride us all the way over to the area where we can actually pick up the final letter. So make sure that you get that final letter, otherwise, all your work was pretty much pointless. And as you can see, there is actually a secret little passage over here, and it leads to a treasure chest, and inside this treasure chest is the Damage Dodge badge. Now, the Damage Dodge badge is probably the best badge that you'll have up to this point. Refund's also really good, but basically what Damage Dodge does is, if you do the action command correctly, you will actually decrease the damage that is done to Mario by 1 point, and that's a pretty significant amount of damage to not be taking this early on in the game. So I highly recommend coming over here, because you're going to be here anyway to get the letter, to get the Damage Dodge badge. And now it's just a matter of finding our way back to good old Para so that we can give him back the letters that we discovered for him. Overall, Mount Rugged's a pretty quick area if you know where you're going. If you don't, you could get quite lost, and if you just think, Parakarry's looking for one letter, then that could also screw you over because of the fact that, how are you supposed to know that he's missing multiple? So you'll probably wind up making many trips back to him, to get all of his letters. But luckily, I do know what I'm doing, and we can progress at a favorable pace. So give him to the letter to Merlin. We know Merlin. And he's going to say that he's missing another one. So we're going to give him this one. I didn't read who that one was addressed to. And we'll give him the final letter. A letter to Colorado. The last letter! You found it! Now I've got all the letters I lost today. Oh, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver. I wish there was some way I could repay you for your help. Actually, alright, I'm not going to voice him anymore. Actually, to be honest, I haven't just lost letters on Mount Rugged. I may have sort of dropped some all over the Mushroom Kingdom while I was flying. You're good at finding letters. Do you think you could keep an eye out during your travels? In return, I would offer you whatever help I can. And we're certainly going to take that, because Parakarry seems like he's a pretty honest guy, He's owning up to his mistakes. And now Parakarry joined our party, so we're already up to 4 party members. That's half of the ones that we're going to get throughout the whole game. And he's pretty useful because he's going to be essential in getting us to, all the star pieces that we need, and conversely to all the badges that we need to get throughout this game. And he also has a pretty useful ability that where if you press the down C button, he can actually take you over small gaps. And you may have noticed certain small gaps over, there. And that would help. Now this creature, this guy, he's a wacka, and he is, only on Mount Rugged. And one of the things that, happens if you smack him, you actually get a whack-a-bump. And this is, an incredibly useful item, and the more you talk to him and the more you whack him, the more whack-a-bumps you can actually wind up attaining. And I recommend, if you're bad at this game or you have a problem, you know, getting hit, you seem to lose HP a lot, stocking up on whack-a-bumps, even if you're just going to sell them, is totally worth it, and I would definitely recommend doing it, because, you know, there's really no downside to getting the whack-a-bumps, because you can always store them in a store or something like that. For now, I'm just going to grab one whack-a-bump, because I feel like I tend to use more than I'm supposed to, or more than I feel I'm supposed to, if I have them. So, you know, just kind of prevent myself from wasting any of them this early in the game, because they're really, really useful. You know, 25 HP and 25 FP, you're not even going to have close to both of those stats for a while. And, like an idiot, I accidentally jumped onto this, you know, this little guy, and I'm going to run, so that's why I'm keeping this in. The run feature, you tap A, and as long as it lands on that little bar, you'll be fine. Oh, don't want to get, you know, owned by him. I just escaped. I don't want to run again. And here we go with another one of these creatures. Huh? You're talking to me? I don't see anyone else here. Alright, you're talking to me. It's been a while since I first came here from my home in Flower Fields, but you're still the very first person to speak a word to me. Nobody ever noticed me. The few people I actually see just think I'm blooming. I love a good conversation. Here, take this as thanks. This is a precious seed. Keep it well and remember me. So we already have 2 magic seeds, but what do these magic seeds mean, and what are we going to do with them? And, like I said, we will find that out later, much later in the game, because they will prove to be quite useful. So now we're in this area again, and I do not believe that there's anything down here, but just to make sure, I'm going to come down here and check, and no, there is not. So there's just a lone, sneaky little cleft that we want to dodge. But now that we have Parakarry, we can actually get over this area where there was no bridge, which is pretty damn useful. And I'm going to switch. I'm going to keep Parakarry out for this. So across this bridge, and we see a giant Klepto just kind of sitting in a nest. And he's going to be like, hey, there, hold up a second, partner. Just a darn minute. I seen you somewheres. You're very similar. You look a lot like this feller Mario who's on Bowser's Wanted poster. Now what's your name? So you could give 3 different options, and if you say Mario, you'll attack him. If you say Luigi, you'll get off scot-free, and if you say Princess Peach, let's just say Princess Peach so we can see what happens. What's that? Princess Peach? You take me for a fool? Princess Peach is captured up there in Bowser's castle. You reckon I don't know that? You're asking for it, you big fibber. I'm thinking you're Mario. Prepare for your whooping. So 2 of the answers will engage you in combat with this giant Klepto, and his name is Buzzer, and I would highly recommend fighting Buzzer, if for nothing else, the experience, and the fact that he's an optional boss, and I kind of want to fight all the optional bosses. And, you know, he's really not too difficult, and you can actually, you know, do pretty well against him. Unfortunately, he has attacks that, you know, will wind up hurting, you know, your partners, and those are always annoying. But, this is another one of those boss fights that I think, you know, has 20 or 30 HP, and, as long as you, you know, just keep on your toes and, you know, are good at mashing the button, most of the time, he won't even really do all that much damage to you. And, with the combination of Shell Shot doing 5 HP of damage, this should go by pretty quickly. Oh, well, he did 3 there, which is, you know, kind of annoying, but we're gonna just keep on with our assault, and we've already done, I think, 16 damage, something like that. So, if he does have 20 HP, he should be going down relatively soon, but if not, then it's no big deal. So keep on tapping, and more than likely, the lever's going to fall into place. Buzzard's a pretty cool enemy, though, and I do enjoy him. Much better than that stupid-ass Klepto and Shifting Sandlands from Super Mario 64. Oh, man, I hated that guy. Always steal your hat and, you know, just be pretty annoying. Yeah, this guy at least serves somewhat of a purpose. And I'm thinking, you know, either two or three more turns and this guy will be down, if not one. Because we are doing quite a bit of damage to him, so he can't stay alive forever. And for some reason, I think he might actually have 40 HP. Normally, I tattle with Mario, so I know these things off the, you know, because I don't really need to know, but, you know, stupid little things like that, I don't necessarily know off the top of my head. But either way, he's sure to give us a lot of experience. And this attack doesn't hurt us at all, so that's fine by me. And I just noticed that we have exactly 100 coins, which is pretty cool. May have to heal up soon if he doesn't go down, because I have a feeling he's going to wind up... Oh, no! See, that's the benefits of having Close Call on, because now he's going to mess us, and that just lets us attack more and more. See, 16 star points is totally worth that, you know, pretty simple, easy boss. Yeah, I got whooped! And then he kind of just, you know, jumps off the edge, you know, basically commits suicide. Which is fine by me, you know, I don't care. Go commit suicide, Buzzer, you know. You're a terrible guard anyway. So now we get over here, and we have a heart block, which is nice. And we also have a save block, which we are going to utilize to the best of our advantage. And with that, that just about does it for this episode of Let's Play Paper Mario. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next episode when we actually make some headway into Dry Desert and eventually to Dry Outpost. So see you then.